Washington Huskies taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Hermstreet. Time to find out who's going to be moving on in the college football playoff. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Receiver around pre-snap. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Makes it 2nd and medium. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Important moment early in this playoff game. Opening drive, they face 3rd down. Receiver in motion now. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. With the catch, it's DeMarco. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a 1st down.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a 3rd down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field. But instead, this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
The Buckeyes with 1st and 10 here. Quarterback drops back. It's complete. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Boy, the defense brought the blitz, but the quarterback not only recognizes it, but knows where to go with the football. Finds the back out of the backfield and picks up a 1st down.
Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Pass not complete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Here's 2nd down. Here comes a handoff. He shreds the tackle.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Big moment on the opening drive. They face 3rd down. Can he make it to the marker? Big-time conversion to keep the drive going. First down now from the 30.
Boy, with all this build-up and hype of this playoff game, this defense has got to do a better job with the line of scrimmage. That's another first down. They had their chance there on third down, but they do not want this to become an ongoing trend against this offense. They're just too good.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Looking to throw it on first down. Grabbed by the receiver.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Second down play coming up for this offense. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Bringing pressure. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time. Allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with a first sack of the game.
So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. And he'll drop back here on third down. And looking for a big play here. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25.
It's fun to watch this guy run the quarterback option. This time he keeps it, big positive yards, and a first down. The defense has got to figure out a way to slow this guy down.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. Handoff running right. Breaks in open space. He's got the first and still going. And that gained enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48.
Good job by this Washington offense to be able to execute there and pick up this first down. And this back is starting to really show what he's all about, that combination of speed and power, living up to that lofty standards that Washington running backs have.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Here's the option play. Pitch play to the back. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
Oh, the defense is ready for that one. They almost got that blown up before it got started.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Snags the quick throw. He stopped, but he gets a first down. The Huskies come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
This quarterback has a lot of different options, but I don't mind him getting this wide receiver involved so early in the game. Let him build up his confidence. He could have a monster day for you.
Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Try and muscle for the first down. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be fourth down and inches. And the Huskies will come to the line on fourth down, looking to keep the drive going. And the wideout goes in motion. Needs a completion here on fourth down. He escapes the pocket. On the move, looking deep down the right side. And he's got it. Touchdown, Huskies.
This is what having an accurate quarterback is so important. Fourth down, critical situation. He puts that ball right on his receiver. What I love to see is he not only picks up that first down, but he's got the speed and the awareness to take it to the end zone for the touchdown.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Settled for 3 last time. No doubt they're looking for the end zone in this possession. Handoff from the shotgun. Gets the first and still running. They get it down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Well, it's a beautiful run here for the first down, really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
The receiver grabs it. They finally make the stop right near midfield. It'll be first down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. QB bootlegs here. Caught near the sticks. It's DeMarco. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Takes the toss, heads to his right. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there and the team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
The first real speed bump of this impressive drive. Offense comes up now 2nd and 11. Fires it on the move. And he will score. Touchdown, Ohio State. That's just nice execution. Quarterback and receiver Kirk perfectly in sync that time.
Yeah, you can see why route running is one of the most underrated attributes of a receiver. It's easy to get caught up on their ability to catch or their vertical or their speed, but nothing substitutes for someone who can create separation like this before the ball's even thrown.
try to make a play from deep in his end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. Handoff to the left. Defense will make the stop, and what will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. Well, Kirk, Ohio State has the lead here after one. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. He's looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Extending the play now.
Well, this is why this guy's looked at as one of the top dual threat quarterbacks in the country. He can throw it, he can spin it downfield, but also he's a threat to be able to take off and go just like this. Puts so much pressure on this defense.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. Can he get there on the ground? And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Washington getting set with a 1st and 10 now. The back's got it. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Important second down play coming up. Looking to pass this time. On the move now. Escapes the pocket. And he'll have out of bounds after a short gain on that run.
I really like this call by this offense on 2nd and short. Looking to maybe take a shot downfield. Nobody is open, so instead, he's able to just tuck it, run, and pick up a nice first down.
This Washington offense is moving quickly down the field. Pre-snap motion from the offense. And looking to throw now on 1st down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Second down play coming up. They try to run it with the option. The back's got it on the pitch. And they bring him down, but not before he picks up the first. Good execution on the option.
Boy, this guy is running hard today, right? I mean, you think about some of the backs that Washington's had. This guy's trying to say, hey, fellas, let me be added to that list of guys like Greg Lewis and Napoleon Kaufman and Chris Polk and Bishop Sankey and Myles Gaskin.
Looking to scramble. Going to try to use his legs here. He'll step out of bounds. Defense keeps that to a very short gain.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner, picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
Offense goes to the pistol formation now. tackle, hand it off. Breaks an open space. And they'll force him out of bounds after a short run.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Third and short here in this playoff. It's the 9th play of the drive coming up. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Gets made on the out route. Brings toward the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Great connection there for 6 points. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. State offense comes back onto the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. The defense, it's a fumble. Defense makes the recovery a turnover.
Being upset at the ball carrier for coughing up the ball, but let's not ignore how big of a hit that was. Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defender for making a great play.
Using that challenge, a smart move by the head coach as the officials overturn the previous ruling on the field. Here's the second down play. Is handed off out of the shotgun. And he goes nowhere. Stop and pull behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Oh, and he dropped it. You don't see that often from this guy. Brings up fourth down. The Buckeyes will bring their punt team on the field now. And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. Last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
He escapes the pocket. He's going to take off. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain on that run.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time, before he could get out, they keep him to a short gain.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. He gets loose. Crosses the 10-yard line. Here he goes. And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here. Well, they finally corral him, but he was untouched at the line of scrimmage. Cook just burst through a big crease.
I'm going crazy on my defense. Like you said, this guy was untouched. I don't know how they were able to finally catch up to him and bring him down.
Mowers all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
And I love to watch the execution of this option play. Right now, the defense has no idea if this quarterback's going to pull it or if he's going to give it. Here he pulls it himself, finds yards, and comes up with a touchdown.
Washington, 21, Ohio State, 10.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Using his legs on the scramble. Oh, he fumbles! The defense has got it. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Excellent field position here for the offense. Takes the ball and heads to the left. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Catch made on the right side. They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be 1st down from the 14.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Washington getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And there's the handoff. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented. It shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Launching one to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch on a comeback route. And the second effort there will earn him the 1st down. The Buckeyes hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's hauled in. What a catch. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Oh, this is how you start to get rolling. That's 2 touchdowns so far, and the more he gets fed, the more often he's going to cash in.
PAT is good. They still trail by 4, 21-17. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. He's going to pull it down and run. He gets the first and more. Moves his way for a first down to the 35. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. They're going to run it here. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Off the play fake on first down. Now rolling out to his left. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Moves out of the pocket. Lets it go quickly. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
Here comes the opening play of the drive to begin from the 33. Throwing off play action. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Caught way downfield and still running inside the 20. They tackle him all the way down to the 15-yard line. This offense is knocking on the door now. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Grab down the middle. It's DeMarco. They bring him down after a short gain there. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down, but time is running out. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. He cannot escape. It's a sack. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So it's third down, but out comes the field goal unit. They'll try to add 3 points before halftime. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick.
Now, I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. They call the counter run here. Hits it in the first, looking for more. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Buckeyes will kick this away to begin the second half. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Is back out on the field now. They built the lead with an efficient running game. Let's see if they can take to the air now to start the third quarter. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
They'll run it to the left. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Gets made over the middle. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Washington getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Receiver makes the grab, breaks loose at the 40, and he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. Way too much speed on that play. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes the catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. He decides to keep it here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Offense trying to find a way to get this drive going. It's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 2nd down, they're going to throw it. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Back in motion now. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. Oh, what a grab! They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that 1st down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the 2nd half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
1st down here for this offense. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's hauled in way downfield. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 27.
Boy, what a throw and catch again by the Ohio State Buckeye offense. You think about how Ohio State has been able to really grow over the years. Go back and think about Chris Carter back in the 80s and Joey Galloway in the 90s. And, of course, most recently with Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave, Jackson Smith and Jigba. So many great receivers, and it's been fun to watch this young man today.
They finally bring him down, but the offense set up now. 1st down from the 15.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. The offense still out there. They'll set up to go for 2 here, trying to tie the game. From the shotgun, drops back. And he grabs it in the end zone. The conversion will tie up this football game. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start at the 25. Retakes the field here. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. And circling an RPO. Good pass to the right. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Here's the snap. He's looking to throw. Caught quickly. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
On third down, it's a handoff. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down to the 42.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this could really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Washington getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. On the move now. He's looking to scramble. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Less than a yard to go as they come to the line on second down. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Tackled, but first down.
I think that's really good recognition there by the quarterback and offensive coordinator, the defensive lineman. They go with the touch pass, and the execution is solid. They'll reset the downs after picking up the first.
The Huskies look to keep this drive moving. First down, looking to throw the ball. Pocket breaking down. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
What a play here by this defensive line. You can get so caught up with the flashy offense of Ohio State in recent years. But let's not forget, they still play defense in the shoe and have such great history and tradition with that defensive line play.
The offensive line will have to regroup after the sack. It's 2nd and 13. He's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Caught by the receiver. Ball carrier tackled there.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
Big moment here in this playoff game. 3rd and short in the 7th play of the drive. Quick throw caught on the left side. Oh, and he runs out of bounds after a really nice game there.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
Washington has moved into the red zone. Play action here on first down. Looking to scramble. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Hey, if you're not going to account for a quarterback, he's going to be smart enough to take off when the opportunity is there.
Second down after that previous play. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. In the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Caught near the goal line. And the defense stops him just short of the end zone. Spotted at the 1.
Third and short like this, and the offense comes out in a shotgun, still leaving the option for a potential run. I think that throws the defense enough for the quarterback to hit an early.
Touchdown, Huskies. And that will give them the lead now. That kind of execution in a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with a pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
Now it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's DeMarco. He's brought down quickly as short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. And it's a bunch formation. Takes the handoff. It's Hayes. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Christian, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Has the first down and more. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Buckeyes pick up enough for a first down. Offense looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Hardy. Touchdown, Buckeyes. That's how you finish a play. Coach, you played quarterback. How about appreciating a receiver that runs his routes that precisely?
Chris, it's not just his route running. It's the chemistry between the quarterback and the receiver that really, I think, is unique. They put so much time into this in the offseason. By the time they get to Saturdays, you can close your eyes and make your throw. That's exactly what we saw right there.
Heading to the fourth quarter, who can step up and make a crucial play in this pursuit of a national championship? And he'll lead the kickoff right there. Let's start with the 25. First play of the quarter, the offense has a first down. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker. Offense comes up 2nd and 8. That running game not producing much on the first down play. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. On the run here, lets it go. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. QB to the tight end for a completion. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down at the 47.
Chris, it just feels like the offense is almost teasing the defense with this play. As an offensive coordinator quarterback, you're often looking for that soft spot in the zone. And here, they do a nice job of finding that hole for a nice gain.
Washington getting set with a 1st and 10 now.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Boy, these receiver screens, if run correctly, can be a big play with a convoy of linemen out in front. This time, just not able to get it going, and it's a nice job of the defense to prevent a big play.
So the ball at midfield, now the offense facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game. He could go. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment.
What a play here by the defense. We kept thinking this defense might have to come up with a stop to give the ball back to their own offense to see if they can maybe take the lead. But instead, they take matters into their own hands and come up with a turnover and a touchdown.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Huskies offense is back out on the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick six, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. Looking for a man deep on the right side. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. He's bringing it back. Touchdown, Buckeyes. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow.
Chris, that second-tier defender, the linebacker, sometimes can get lost in coverage. I don't know if the quarterback saw him. Quarterback threw it right to him, comes up with the interception, and then he has the speed to take it all the way to the house.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. They have got to bounce back on this. After throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. First down, looking to throw the football. Defense is coming after him. He'll avoid the sack, but is brought down after a short gain. And the Huskies will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. They're moving the receiver now before the snap. They'll look to throw it here on second down. Receiver makes the catch. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Oh, the quarterback and receiver just not quite on the same page. But the good news is it's fourth down and short. And trailing in this game, you've got to convert here to keep your hopes alive.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. That's a solid game there. He keeps it and picks up the first down himself. The Huskies come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
I mean, this guy's having a dream day. Already over 200 yards through the air. Now showing you what he can do with his feet. This guy's a complete package under center.
Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup. Here's a 1st and 10 play. Looking for a man. Grab made by the tight end. He stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Offense operating at high tempo now. No huddle. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. Play fake, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. Looking deep down the left side. Catch made down near the 10, and he's still going. Oh, the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Washington.
This is a beautiful route here by the receiver. He works on the right side, comes all the way over on that deep over route to find that opening. Quarterback puts it right on the money for a beautiful touchdown.
And he drops back in the gun. The pass rush closing in. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
Washington, 41.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start with the 25. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Move right down the field for a touchdown. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8.
Now I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Offense comes up 2nd and 8. That running game not producing much on the first down play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Got the first down and still motoring. Tackle made it at 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this fourth quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. There's the handoff. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce out to the outside. There's just no room to run. They'll
switch it up, looking to throw. pass is caught. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Moving the receiver around pre-snap. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. That's a fly to the wideout. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it. The Buckeyes will have to kick this away when he comes for his 2nd punt of the game. He gets it away. Directional kick with nice distance. That punt sails out of bounds. There'll be no return this time. And the Washington offense is back out on the field now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Pressure is coming. Slides down to avoid the tackle. And the Huskies looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a 1st down.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. He'll throw it now. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Touchdown, Ohio State. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment.
Man, the key there is the defender gets his hands on the football, just knocks it up in the air. At that point, it's a free ball. Anybody can get it. But the concentration to come down with the interception and then the speed to be able to take it into the end zone. Just great focus and concentration.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Washington offense retakes the field here. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick-6 in the last possession. Looking deep down the left side. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on 1st down, but missed it.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? Throwing again on 2nd and 10. This time, a completion. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Had been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
The receiver makes the catch. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Wide open downfield. He stopped him, but this offense is threatening now at the plus 43. This Washington offense is moving quickly down the field. Back to throw again. Running out of time in the pocket. Doesn't get rid of the ball. Trapped for a huge loss. Goodness, that is usually a drive killer. First down sack. Pushes the ball back. 2nd down coming up. The DB's backing off from the line now. Looking downfield. Here's another interception. We're losing track. That's a solid return after the interception.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
And the quarterback just kneels down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Now it's second down here. There's the snap, and he just takes a knee. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. They're going to run it. They finally make the tackle, but solid game. Sets them up first down at the 33.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
Buckeyes lining up here on 1st and 10. And now it's victory formation. The quarterback will just kneel down.